Alright, ready? If I had one thing to say to every teacher and every school in the district, it's to just make this a good school year and make it count.
Okay. I'm really excited to go back in person. I think the teachers don't hear it enough how much we the students appreciate how hard you guys have been working during COVID, adapting to online school, and I think going in person, hopefully this year it'll be much easier. Yeah.
It's my message to all the staff members and teachers would be to definitely motivate students to be their best and also be positive be a positive influence and help them out whenever you get a chance to.
And I just wanted to say to all the teachers in the Albany district that just tell your students or tell yourself that you always just want to be you and just not try to be another person.
Welcome to the 21-22 virtual convocation. We are so excited to have you with us as we look forward to a very exciting school year. This year, we will focus on COVID protocols. We will be looking at our district's vision, mission, and goals. We will also take a look at what our district priorities are, as well as operationalizing equity in our practices, procedures, and policies so that it is the way in which we do business in the City School District of Albany. I would like to take a moment to introduce our Board of Education. President Ann Savage, Vice President Vicki Smith, Secretary Dr. Shradar Shatur, Member Hassan Al-Manyawe, Member Ellen Krejci, Member Damaris Mann, and Member Tabitha Wilson. Thank you to the Board of Education for all that you do to support us in our endeavors. I would also like to take a moment to thank our administrative cabinet. Kimberly Roaring, Deputy Superintendent for Business and Finance. Dr. Cecily Wilson Turner, Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Instruction. Lori McKenna, Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Instruction. Kent Baker, Assistant Superintendent for Assessment, Accountability, and Technology Innovation. Karen Bechtel, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum, Instruction, and Professional Development. Ron Lesko, Director of Communications and Operations. Matthew Petron, Human Resources Administrator. And Eileen Leffler, Director of Grants and Program Development. Thank you to our administrative cabinet for all the work that you do. Your leadership is critical to the success of our organization. We'd also like to take a moment to thank all of our administrators, our teachers, and our support staff for all the valuable work that you do on behalf of our students. At this time, I introduce to you the President of our Board of Education, Ann Savage.
On behalf of the Board of Education, welcome to the 2021-2022 school year. We are 18 months into a global pandemic that has deeply and profoundly impacted all of us, and one that I think most of us thought, or at least hoped, would be in our rearview mirror by this point. And instead, it's morphing and changing in unpredictable ways and continuing to impact us. Many of us have lost someone in our family or in our social circle, and all of us have had to deal with deep fear, uncertainty, and the loss of the familiar and natural. And those of us involved in public education, especially you here in the City School District of Albany, have had to deal with rapid and unpredictable changes in your work. You've had to rethink, replan, and recreate how you do your jobs. And you've had to do that more than once, and sometimes with very little notice. It's been a lot, and you have done an incredible, incredible job. I know how tired you are. I know how tired I am, and I know how tired our students and families are. But I hope you will allow me to be positive, because our district is improving. Our curriculum is stronger, our instruction is more effective, our professional development is better. Every single one of our systems, from maintenance to transportation to IT to payroll, is better. We are better, and we're starting to see that in outcomes for students. Our graduation rate is the most notable. Our graduation rate is not only improving overall, but we are closing the opportunity gap between our students of color and our white students, and between our economically disadvantaged students and our economically advantaged students. We are getting better, and that's because of your hard work. The faculty, the staff, and the administrators are all working so hard, and you are showing improvement every single year. And of course, we know that this year is going to be especially challenging. Many of our students have been virtual for the entire year last year, or at least for a good part of it. They are going to need time to regain their academic and their social footing. And we know that for the vast majority of them, in school with you is the best way and the best place for them to do that. We know that you are the right team. The administrators, the faculty, and the staff are the best possible people to help our students navigate, to grow, and to thrive through this incredibly difficult year that we are going to be facing together. So we on the board thank you. We appreciate you. We support you. We know that you are the best team for us to have in place for our students. And we wish you the best of luck in the 2021-2022 school year.
Hello, and welcome to the 21-22 school year. This year, we begin with a continuation of our COVID protocols. Masks will be worn inside, regardless of vaccination status. We will observe 3 feet social distancing when feasible. Polycarbonate dividers will be used in our classrooms as appropriate. Temperature screening prior to entering our buildings. Hand hygiene protocols and daily cleaning and sanitization protocols will be implemented, and proper building ventilation will be adhered to. We must do everything in our power to reduce the spread of COVID-19 and the variants that are more concerning to our communities. These variants present additional healthcare factors to our community. We are committed to returning to school in person daily in order to deliver quality instruction to our students and provide the necessary support to our families. As we work through this worldwide pandemic, we have learned to adjust in the moment. We have plans in place to ensure the safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff, while we have had to operationalize innovative practices in how we continue to deliver quality instruction and wraparound services that our students need and deserve. In 2019, we developed our first equity policy in the City School District of Albany. What an exciting time that was as we worked collectively to define what equity means for us as a district. We took the time to clearly define it in terms of our work and develop the common foundation that equity in our district means that all students have the access to opportunities to facilitate their success. In 2020, we concentrated on actualizing equity. We focused on ensuring that equity was evident in our policies, procedures, and practices. Despite the pandemic, we were able to actualize equity by emphasizing culturally responsive teaching and learning, delivering quality learning and instruction in-person and distance learning platforms. We also closed the digital divide. We have been teaching our students to advocate for themselves by developing their voice, engaging and empowering our families to be even more active in their child's education, and enhancing our partnerships with our diverse community. The 21-22 school year will provide us with an opportunity to deepen our understanding of equity so that it is not just something that fades over time. Our focus for the next year will be to operationalize that which we have defined and actualized over the past 2 years. Our focus is to operationalize equity in terms of how we do business. Operationalizing equity will focus on the accountability of equitable practices, the accountability of quality work ethic, the accountability of modeling what we expect in our everyday responsibilities, and the accountability for doing for our children what we expect of them because they are our children and they are our future. Being safe, being kind, being respectful, and being accountable for our own professionalism and our commitment to our organization so that we can be true to our vision, mission, and goals of our school district. As we move forward through this upcoming school year, we cannot get bogged down in the past. We must dig deeply and give all that we have to break down the systemic barriers, the personality barriers, and the barriers of limited knowledge and exposure, which stifle our creativity and inhibit our success as well as the success of our students. Take a moment and reflect with me for a moment. How did you wake up this morning? How many times did you push that snooze button? Are you one of those people who always needs a few more minutes? Do you wake up grumpy or complaining just because? Or do you wake up excited to face the day simply because you were fortunate enough to open your eyes? Are you one of those people who puts the sun in sunshine? Believe it or not, how we begin our day lays the foundation for how we operationalize our behavior to face whatever the day holds for us. I once saw a sign in a customer service office that read, "Did you really have a bad day? Or was it 10 minutes that you relived for 23 hours and 50 minutes? As we operationalize equity in our daily lives, we must be mindful of those barriers that we allow hold us back. Those barriers of doubt, opposition, and resistance cannot overwhelm us. We have to wake up every morning excited about the day ahead. Over the next year, we will continue this journey of operationalizing equity by operationalizing what we believe about the good that we do through the equity lens and the positive difference that we are making in the lives of our children. We will lean on our guiding principles so that we live our vision of being a district of excellence with caring relationships and engaging learning experiences that provide equitable opportunities for all of our students to reach their potential. We will operationalize equity through the implementation of intentional curriculum and research-based instructional practices, which serve as the manifestation of our district priorities as we address social and emotional learning, educational technology, safety and security, ventilation and air filtration, and accelerated learning and academic support for our students. In addition to our district priorities, we will operationalize equity through the metrics by which we hold ourselves accountable in alignment with our equity policy. These equity metrics include indicators and data to support equitable student academic success, student success beyond academics, equitable improvements to the curriculum, instructional and professional development, equitable resource distribution, equitable hiring and retention practices, equitable student and family engagement opportunities, and of course, equitable community partnerships. Operationalizing equity in the City School District of Albany is the critical path forward. This path aligns with the work that we have done to benefit our students. We know that the selfless acts and true work ethic of the dedicated faculty, staff, and administrators committed to the development and delivery of quality instruction and the delivery of quality support and wraparound services for all of our students will serve to strengthen our leadership capacity, empower our families, and enhance our partnerships with our diverse community in order to fulfill the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of our students. This journey would not be complete without the voices of our students. Just as we have expectations of them, our students have expectations of us. Hearing their voices and their expectations serve as the motivation that we need to be grounded in the definition of equity, innovative in the actualization of equity, and steadfast in how we operationalize equity as we strive each day to meet and exceed our students' expectations in the City School District of Albany.
Alright, I got it. My goal for this school year, is to make honor roll and be a top class student. I'm excited to learn about math, science, fractions, and art because I don't draw that good, but I'm going to.
I'm really excited to take Computer Integrated Manufacturing, which is one of the technology classes this year. And I'm also excited to take AP Calculus BC, as well as AP Bio and Chem, because those STEM courses can really challenge me the most. And after taking those classes, I can also get college credit. And going into college, I can have a better understanding of STEM in general.
During my senior year, I'm really excited to take classes that are more attuned to my hobbies. Like I'm taking 2 English classes, which I think will be hard, but I'm really up to the challenge because reading and writing has always been kind of my thing. And I'm also really excited to get back to doing all the nets because of the, again, sense of community, and we have all this like tight-knit group of people that we all enjoy singing, we all enjoy music, and we all enjoy like just randomly barging into Mr. Hoffman's class when we all have a free period and singing absolutely random songs.
By the end of the school year for football, I definitely want to try and get a scholarship or 2 if I can. With music, I've been playing saxophone since I was in 3rd grade, and I've just fallen in love with music ever since then, and just kept playing, kept learning new things every chance I could. I want to just gain as much knowledge as I can from both Mr. Albano and Mr. Halverson. They're both really great teachers, and I just want to learn as much as I can from them.
I'm really excited to learn about like sea and deep sea things because I want to be a marine biologist when I grow up. And I really like school because all the teachers that I know, or just maybe all the teachers, are kind-hearted people and they like never give up on you. You're pretty lucky to have those teachers in your life. And I'm really excited for the school year. Bye!